The most dangerous place to live in Britain. You can get stabbed walking around anywhere. What?
How bad's crime in the area?
It's really bad, mate. I need to walk about one of these, man. Look. That's what you need.
What the fuck? That looks like he's got it inside the boxer band as well. Mate, you're going to cut your dick off.
You walk about with to keep yourself safe, man.
Kids smoking crack cocaine at 14-year-old and stabbing each other up. It's...
What the fuck? Smoking crack cocaine at 14 years old? Ruin.
It's a scary place to live in.
Ruin is what it is.
It's hard to say the ages, but like height, you just see it when you're walking past. You'll just see little kids.
What, 10 years old?
Yeah, roughly about that age, yeah.
And they come round and stab me, and then I thought, oh no.
Oh no, I've been stabbed.
Cleveland.
Probably what he probably thought. That's probably what he thought.
A relatively small area on the northeast coast of England,
This is the Cleveland in England.
covering parts of Yorkshire, Durham and Teesside. It's not just the River Tees which flows through the region, it's crime too.
Police!
Okay, neither. What's that?
Rates across Middlesbrough, Hartlepool,
What was
Stockton
that?
and Redcar are the highest of anywhere in the country, and with violent offences the biggest contributor, it's the most dangerous place in Britain.
This is a Great Britain. Great Britain. It's not a great.
This
He's right. He's right.
is real Britannia.
Boys, bro putting barbed wire inside the shop. Yeah, bro's got Granny's knife. Look at that. That's the one she chops the carrots with. She fillets the chicken with that one. He's gonna cut his dick off one day. Real Britannia. Middlesbrough, main streets of Middlesbrough and all that.
We're in Middlesbrough,
Up there in the
the
north.
biggest town right in the heart of Cleveland and the UK's epicentre for criminal activity.
Fucking hell,
New
the
statistics show
epicenter.
the rate of recorded crime across Cleveland police stands at 141.7 per thousand people.
Silly cunts.
That means over 14% of those here were the victim of crime in the last year. To put that into context, that's nearly 40% higher than London's Metropolitan Police
That's
and over
crazy.
50% above the rate for England and Wales.
Damn, Middlesbrough is rough, bro.
And when you look closer, it's an even grimmer picture. The area has the highest rate of sexual offences in the country, the second highest rate of knife crime, and the fourth worst rate for drug offences. On the ground here, you get an immediate sense of the huge challenges facing Cleveland. We were threatened by multiple people in broad daylight, and on the Hemlington estate in
Bloody
Middlesbrough,
hell.
it didn't take long until crime came to us.
I need to walk about one of these, man. Look. That's what you need to walk about with to keep yourself safe, man.
So you've got to constantly walk around with a knife?
Constantly walking about with a knife, mate, just to keep myself safe.
Fucking hell.
Because I could be walking down
It's not Wales.
any alley, someone will come round and
This ain't Wales.
stab me, do you know what I mean?
Do you have a knife as well?
He doesn't because he's with me, do you know what I mean?
No, I don't need knives. You know what I mean?
Have you ever had to use your knife?
Plenty of times, mate. I'm not proud of it, like, but plenty of times.
I saw his penis.
And what situations have you had to use it?
Well, just where people thinking they're better than me, do you know what I mean? Trying to give me smoke. And obviously I'm not just going to sit there and let it happen. I'm going to retaliate, do you know what I mean? So it's just the same. If I see them, I'm doing the same thing to them, do you know what I mean? I've stabbed about 20 people, man.
Fucking hell, what's this fucker up to?
Swear.
And so you
I swear. Probably ain't stabbed fuck all except his penis.
still think that's all right to do?
Real stabbers talk to cameramen and that, yeah. It's mad.
Well, depends if, obviously, I'm not just going to go about doing it to anyone. Obviously, if someone's going to do it to me, if I see them without them seeing me, I'm sneaking up on them and doing them in straight away. Not a problem.
So what are you doing now?
Just out chilling, you know what I'm doing, man.
Get circumcised, bitch.
Do you mean?
Self-circumcision.
Like, do you deal or not?
Yeah.
The brazenness of this encounter came as a shock.
Suddenly I'm Muslim.
And once off camera, this man told
Everything's kosher now.
us he doesn't sell the drugs himself, but has children running them for him. This kind of operation is not unusual.
These lot are fucked.
And now with technology, it's easier than ever for
These lot are fucked.
criminals to target youngsters.
Got the
Crime
belly scar.
isn't just limited to the streets anymore. Increasingly, it's online. And within a few minutes, I was able to find drug dealers based in Middlesbrough advertising their products on popular social media sites. It's not just illicit drugs that they're selling. They say that within the touch of a button, anyone can buy guns, knives, prescription medication, counterfeit money,
There's a lot of
and
mad.
cloned credit cards.
But
These lot are mad.
some locals are fighting back. Paul Harris and Davy Leopard have lived on Middlesbrough's Grove Hill estate their whole lives. They were fed up with seeing kids sucked into a life of crime and set up the You Can project to help keep children off the streets.
These guys are like legends. Look how fucked up that pool table is. My fucking god, get them little. How are you playing with the debris on there?
All friends have gone prison. They've died. Suicides. It's just
Yeah, these guys are like legends. The people that do stuff like that, I really fucking commend them, man. I really do. Because they do it out of the love of their heart. You could probably see he's had a hard life himself.
it's not the same as it used to be around here. It's all changing. Yeah, drugs has got a big part of it, but it's everywhere, isn't it? So for me now, all I'm thinking is give these kids a better chance. Don't go down the path we've took. Go down this path and get yourselves a trade, a job, you know, have a better future, better plans.
Yeah.
Instead of ending up being drug dealers.
So what's the youngest sort of drug dealer that you've seen around this area?
Without exaggerating, I'd say I'd stick with the 12-year-olds.
Dealing drugs?
Yeah. It's common, that. You're looking at me like it's a shock. It's common. But why do you think all these stabbings now?
It's the same in London, man.
It's all down to drugs.
Same in London, man.
Reputation.
Got kids that are dealers and that.
These days, the kids, if he's in out of state,
But they're not. They're just running around for another guy. Mad. It's a madness.
we're going to do him in. This place now is the kids just know to you.
Their work is certainly proving popular for those involved.
I absolutely love it. There's stuff for our kids to do. There's Fortnite and there's football at the back and then there's pool table.
It's this fucking Fortnite. And that's when you made a mistake, boss.
And there's air hockeys and there's this football. I think it's good for our kids, gets them off the street.
Why is it so important for you?
Because instead of playing out on like the streets and stuff, you get to play in a protected centre.
Do you like hot dogs?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for these. I feel sorry for these
Alfie's mum
kids, man.
Donna is one of the grateful parents who volunteer here every week, running arts and crafts, cooking hot food, and even
Do you know what I mean? Now start looking with them lenses and start looking at people. Like, look at these mums and that. Look at their face and that. Look at them. I think they're missing that little spark, man. It breaks my heart.
running the tuck shop. But with the local council facing the threat of bankruptcy, the centre's future hangs in the balance.
If they didn't have this, what would happen? Where would they be? What would they be up to?
Not
She's a
cats
volunteer,
before,
Donna
but
Peacock.
on the streets, probably tormenting neighbours, fighting on the streets. They'll be playing out in the dark, in the cold. Nothing for them to do, really. You know, as a parent myself, I'll speak for myself. Go on then, go and play out if you want to go and play out. But then we worry where our kids are safe.
It's a sad reality that crime feels like a part of everyday life to some people here. Just something they have to put up with and accept.
I don't feel safe at all. I wouldn't dream of going out after dark. Prostitutes, drug addicts,
Fucking
houses
hate that.
being broken into, no police presence. It's quite horrifying, really.
It's horrible. I come with my partner, Paul, did for safety.
Fucking hell.
I've had some very dodgy experiences in the middle of the night. It's usually quite a lot of drugs, and when drugs are about and they're not legalised, there's an awful lot of crime.
Absolutely shocking. Like, I lived on Cannon Park, I lived in Carlow Street, and every place I've lived, I've been bagelled. Come forward.
Okay, every place he's lived has been burgled. Nightmare.
4 o'clock, soon as it starts getting dusk, I'm back in the house. Because I don't trust the town no more.
And stories like this are all too common.
They see darkness coming, they all go home, lock up and shit.
Theft offences account for the
so
second
bad.
biggest crime group in Cleveland, while shoplifting is worse here than anywhere else.
Shoplifting has increased across England and Wales over the last 2 years.
Yeah, she probably, the mum volunteering, she probably has stress every day. Yeah, you can see it in her face. You can see she's like tired, she needs help and that. She needs a hand. How could you give her a hand? Never goes on vacation, yeah. Yeah, look at things with different lens. Yeah, look at it. And like start seeing the people. Every person has it. Some people are like clever in the way they hide it or they mask it. But you can see it. It's like you want to go and say, yeah, I know, I get it, but it's all right. I feel it too, but it's fine. We're gonna get through it. There's not. I don't know. You just want to give a hand.
And the northeast is the worst.
And look at them, and like that mum and that geezer that made that youth centre, they're probably struggling. They're probably struggling to do it, but yet they're struggling. They're stressed, and yet they're still doing a good thing. They're reflecting good on society. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Worst affected area in the country.
Persevering. Let me get another drink. I need a bottle of water now.
With offences up by a third. Some retailers in Cleveland have had to install panic alarms for staff, and one shopkeeper in Middlesbrough has gone even further.
I just take the phone away every night because it will least if anybody come in.
God, he got to pack up all the phones. He's got barbed wire. Shoplifting doesn't actually hurt anyone physically. Yeah, no, especially if it's like... But if it's... The deadly thing is as well, is like, well, we're justifying, it's like... Personal business is something different, but Tesco is fine, or... Do you know what I mean? I don't know. But this guy's got to pack up everything before he goes. Barbed wire and all that.
For Bagley, at least they know stealing the phone because phone is not displayed.
Parvez Akhtar runs a phone shop on the town's notorious Parliament Road, but he's been targeted so heavily by
100%,
thieves,
I can
he's
imagine.
had to resort to extreme measures.
How many times were you burgled?
Burglars I think about 9 times.
What the hell?
First 3 years, 7 times. So what
First 3 years, 7 times.
I do now, I just protect.
He's persevering. He's persevering. That didn't deter him from moving or anything. Picking up his business and going somewhere else. No, he said, nah, I'm staying.
Myself with the razor wire. Razor wire here on the main entrance. If anybody hit with their car or lorries, I just cover myself to nobody coming in. Then if anybody come through the roof or anybody just
look at the fucker.
Cut my wall coming inside or something like that, I protect from every single corner. You know what I mean? Because I can't take the risk. Once, what's happened? The guy coming in, take the
Barbed wire illegal to use as a man trap in the US.
phone from me,
It's fine here, I guess. I don't know nothing about barbed wire laws.
run away. After 3 days later, same guy
But a lot of buildings here have barbed wire along the walls.
with other 3 friends come to outside my shop. They just call me, come outside, I want to talk to you. I just
No, you better not go outside, mate.
go out. He said, you want to buy this phone? My phone, sticker on,
His
stripe
own
on,
phone.
everything, pinch from my shop 3 days before. He want to sell me.
The audacity, bruv. They rob him and then go back and sell the phones back to him. Shameless.
And they said to me,
The stickers are still on. His stickers are still on. That's so shameless.
I know you clever guy, don't tell the police. We know where you live. I'm scared.
Shit, they say don't call the police. We know where you live. We know you're a smart guy.
I'm scared.
Just put glitter bomb boxes as cell phone boxes.
What's causing all of these burglaries?
Prostitutes is
Prostitutes? Is he? He's blaming everything on prostitutes.
What's causing all of these burglaries?
prostitutes is making the problem.
Prostitutes are making the problem.
Because they just get the money for drugs. And this area is most of them druggies. Prostitutes outside my house. I said to them,
Prostitutes outside my house.
I don't mind, you do whatever you want to do. It's your business. But don't do outside my house because my kids outside my house. My kids listening from the windows what they're talking about. People ask them
fuck that
how much
shit.
you charge for the blowjob. My
Fucking hell, right outside the door. Daughter's listening, going, Dad, what's a blowjob? Nightmare.
daughter, 11 years old, she asked me, Dad, what is the mean blowjob? What I give them an answer.
Oh, fuck, man.
Just moments later, we saw firsthand what he deals with on his doorstep. Multiple sex workers lining this residential street not long after kids had left school for the day. Prostitution was also visible in broad daylight. But these women are themselves at risk. Just last year, Cleveland police...
It's so fucking sad when you see them. It's so sad when you see them. They're all destroyed and wrecked. And like the geezers that take advantage of them, they gotta have proper dark souls, man. Because anyone looking at them will see that this person, like, essentially needs help. These people are desperate. You can see. And for you to take advantage of that, man, there's gotta be something... There's gotta be that darkness there, man. That's bad, man.
Police said they'd helped 40 local sex
heartbreaking.
workers in a campaign to reduce harm against them. Violent crime is Cleveland's biggest problem, and knife crime is at the heart of it. With multiple stabbings now a daily occurrence across England, we wanted to meet the people behind the statistics. We've spoken to 3 people whose lives have been changed forever: a victim, a perpetrator, and a bereaved mother.
When I got up, blood was just showing everywhere. And I thought, I'm dead, and I just said, I'm dying.
Bloody hell. God forbid, man. Prostitutes. That's what they are, innit? They're prostitutes, man. It's fucked, man.
I'm dying like that. And I thought that was it.
In Thornaby-on-Tees, we meet Gary Gill. 2 years ago, on this very spot, he was targeted by 3 men in a brutal attack.
Bang, bang, bang on the door. I thought, oh my God. You can see they've all got knives, they're making it clear, like, this is what we came for.
Why? For what reason?
I said, put the weapons down and I'll fight yous. I'll fight yous all, you idiots. And so they pretended to put the weapons down and then moved round the back of me. So one of them's come towards me and I thought, great, to my world. So I've punched him and his eyes have rolled. And I went to like move towards him again. Then I felt stabbed from behind. And I'm trying to get myself out, get
Proper cowards way as well. From behind, they stabbed him.
myself out and then stab again. And then stab in my leg and I went like, oh shit. And I've got like ended up on the floor. And I thought, just cover yourself up. Just cover yourself up.
Oh, it's a big one,
And
isn't
they
it?
just booting me and stamping on me, and I got stabbed a couple more times.
And in those 2 years since that's happened, do you think knife crime's
Fucked.
getting better in the...
Worse, he says.
9-year-old son's been arrested recently carrying a knife. Now, I asked him, why are you carrying a knife, son? And he said, Dad, well, I've got problems and people. I thought, he's literally armed himself with a knife as a normality because he knows that other people are going to be carrying him.
It seems knife crime follows Gary around. That evening, we speak to the brother of his partner. Andrew spent 14 years behind bars for almost stabbing someone to death.
I just went out on my own on a Madden. I used to carry a knife to protect myself. Basically, I've walked up and asked a man for a cigarette, and he told me no. So I asked him for all his money.
Bro, you gotta not let that wretch take over.
And he started fighting with me. So unfortunately, he got stabbed up 11 times, and obviously I ran away, and I found out that he almost died.
How much do you regret your actions?
Fucking hell.
Mate, I 100% regret my actions. I wish
How is he out here walking around? Is he not in jail?
it never happened. However, I feel that the sentence I got was justified, and it
What did he get?
completely turned my life round.
What's your advice to anybody thinking of picking up a knife?
Don't do it, because you're stupid. Sorry for the language, you're absolutely stupid. Do you know what I mean? And it's peer pressure at the end of the day. There's a lot of kids who are walking about with knives who probably don't want to, but they're there with the pals, and it's peer pressure. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Yes.
don't pick a knife up, don't be pressured into doing something that you don't want to do.
Yeah.
While Andrew seems remorseful, he now has the opportunity to change his life for the better. But not everyone is so lucky.
It had cut through his windpipe and the
Oh, we got 14 years. Sorry, I'm daydreaming then. Sorry.
blood was just coming out.
And there's an awful lot of blood there.
Yeah.
Barbara's son Robert was murdered just meters from his home when he was stabbed in the back with an ornamental samurai sword in
Fucking hell.
2003. Her tireless campaigning led to similar replica weapons being banned, but over 20 years on, the wounds of that day have never fully healed.
The sword,
Well, it won't, innit? Bloody hell.
went through his windpipe, went through the left chamber of his heart, cut through a vertebrae in his back, then it went through the main aorta. I see a tube coming up to your
Cut
heart.
right through him.
He bled profusively in the street. That what I've just shown you was his blood. Can you imagine how I felt looking at that? I got to the hospital. I was hysterical, literally hysterical. I rang up first because I got a phone call. His partner had said he's gone. So I said, gone where?
Fucking hell.
I didn't know what had happened. So I rang back, I thought, what's going on here? And I was told by a receptionist that he had been discharged and he was on his way home. Then I got the phone call of his partner to say he's gone. So I rang my dad. I was pasting. I walked that floor in my house for years, up and down, with the agitation and the horror of it. I got to the hospital and I screamed right from the entrance. This was the general. And I said to the receptionist, you told me he was on his way home and he's laid on a slab out there dead. People say, oh, well, you should have closure now. Closure? What closure?
Unbelievable.
What do they mean, closure? Because I don't know. There is no closure. It goes on and on and on.
Fucking hell.
That person was here that day because his father spoke to him on the phone. A couple of hours later, he was dead. You can't get closure over that.
It's human stories like Barbara's.
Fucking hell, man. It's a tragedy, man, when it's like that.
That lay bare the challenges weighing heavy on the local community. But how do you bring about meaningful change? Whether it's violence, antisocial...
So you gotta look at her, that's like your mum. That's like your auntie. That's like your sister. Like, fucking terrible.
behaviour,
Fucking terrible.
theft, or more, every person we spoke to said it all links back to drugs.
How bad is drugs in the area?
Drugs, right. Yeah, it should be called drugs, man. Could be called drugs.
Crack City.
Crack City.
Smack City.
Swear. I know a lot of kids who are 14.
Yeah, everyone can get access to knives. That's what's so deadly about knife crime. Knife crime, like, trumps a gun, for sure. A gun is like a coward's way, really. It's like for big crime. I don't know, you're shooting up fucking buildings. I don't know, fuck knows, man. But dealing in the street crime and that, stabbings to the deadliest, man. The most deadliest, because they're like, they're lethal to a deadly level, and they're like, you can conceal them, they fold away. It's brutal with that.
50.
I've seen like videos of fucked up shit like with just out of the blue, boom, he's got a knife and the geezer's dead. Fucking hell.
In 16, I was smoking crack, yeah.
16 geezers smoking crack. Lord help us. Let me go to the toilet, I'll let her run.
Smoking crack cocaine before they're 16 years old.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not even exaggerating, mate. That's how bad it's getting at the moment. That crack it's took over. It's a pandemic with crack.
Who's doing the robbing?
Just druggies.
So it's all drugs?
All drugs.
So every state I go in, I can guarantee I'd spot a drug dealer. Even a working class, they all do it. It's not just low-class people, it's everywhere.
References to drugs are everywhere here, with rows and rows of boarded-up buildings raided by police and the names of anyone who's snitched plastered on walls for all to see. Cleveland police are trying to crack down on drugs in a series of specialist operations to root out gangs, but the sheer scale of the problem here is shocking. Just days before we arrived, a huge cannabis grow was raided at this former Middlesbrough pub, and while we were out filming, we heard of an even bigger discovery.
The police face an ongoing battle with trying to control drugs in this area. As soon as they arrest somebody for...
That's how it seems, isn't it? That's what it's always going to be. So it's like the root cause is going to be them drugs. It's going to be that hellish need to get their fix. It pushes people to an edge to do anything to get that. That's the cause. That's the fucking problem there. The fucking dealers and that.
Or growing...
Ruining societies and that, ultimately.
Drugs. Another place will pop.
So how do you fight this then? How do you fight it? You legalise it. You legalise it then. How do you fight it? Provide the people or keep it locked away to fester crime world?
Up to replace it. We've heard that Cleveland Police has raided a property in Hartlepool this morning and found £200,000 worth of cannabis plants. So we're going down there to take a look.
At least the gun's allowed so you think twice. Any kid can swipe mum's cleaver. Yeah, have 30 kitchens in the kitchen, utility, construction knife too. Yeah, terrorists in 9/11 use box cutters on the planes. Yeah. The dope madness takes over, indeed, my brother. Let them do it in safe places, monitor it, help with treatment. You see, this is how you fight something like that. You legalise it and you regulate it.
Because you can smell it coming from the door, but you can't...
It takes away their power.
Like, now the door's open, but if I was walking past it, would I necessarily know?
One of the main things is how dangerous it is to a lot of these farms are, because they bypass the meter, so it's directly into the mains and it's a major fire hazard. If you live next door, you're at risk of your house going up. People don't realise that.
Yeah, that's what they do. They bypass the meter and they go straight to the mains, so that's how they get their power supply, and that's very dangerous.
The police here face huge obstacles, but is it any wonder with 14% fewer officers since 2010? In 2019, the force was put into special measures, the first ever to be rated inadequate across all areas. And despite these measures being lifted last year, people here still have concerns.
Do you feel safe now in Cleveland?
Not really, no. No.
And the police are corrupt pieces of shit. Why do you think they've had to bring the Matrix?
Fucking hell, they're saying police are corrupt.
What's up with you, man?
The Matrix police have came.
The Matrix have had to come up here because Cleveland police aren't doing the job, man.
There's kids as young
Yeah, exactly, with the government getting troops hooked. Yeah.
as 10-year-old just doing little drop-offs for people. It happens, there's nothing you can do about it, because you're not going to catch them.
And there's not much help from your local services. So the police aren't really interested, social services aren't really interested. It's for the local community. We've all stepped together to do things about it.
Police don't do anything. That's why.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is when it becomes like that. When the people begin to notice that the law is not really the law, is part of the fucking problem. The people they make the decision to do it themselves. The people make the decision to get together. People say we've had enough of this shit, man. We've had enough of this shit. Our kids are in danger, man. We've got to do something. The people band together. This is what happens with humans. This is the human condition.
I've been burglared 7 times, 9 times, you know what I mean?
One of the most important roles of journalism is to hold power to account, especially when it comes to public safety. Over the past 3 months, we made repeated requests to speak to Cleveland Police, but the force said it was too busy, despite having spoken.
They don't want to speak today. Suspicious. It's as simple as that. That's suspicious in my mind. Man, I don't care what you think. For me, that's suspicious. Why didn't the Cleveland Police want to speak? That's suspicious.
To several media outlets just days before we arrived.
Yeah.
The area's police and crime commissioner did agree to an interview.
Okay.
Was chosen by voters in 2021, representing the Conservative Party. He's facing another election this year.
It's probably meaningless. It's probably absolutely meaningless to the force.
And was keen to say what he's done to improve things.
What I promise to people is, and they deserve an efficient and effective police force, and that's what we're building here. So we look at the crime data by percentage of population, but when you look at the arrest data by percentage of population, we're the second best force in the country for arrest data. We've got some of the best figures for arrest rates and conviction rates on crimes like shoplifting, on burglary, on knife crime. And that's the data we've got to look at as well. It's not just about reported incidents. We can talk about knife crime going up, but reported incidents of knife crime go up when we increase our stop and search, and we've increased stop and search by about 40% here in Cleveland to start to bring those figures down.
You've been in power for 3 years. Why hasn't this happened sooner?
You've got to understand how low the force was when we took. We were in a position where we were...
So this always seems to be an issue. It always seems to be a go-to excuse for these fucking cretins. It's like, you should have seen how bad it was before. It took us 15 years to fix it. Now we've been able to act. What? Nah, you lot were all in there wanking.
Only just managing to respond to crime. We had no strategy, we had no clear direction. We were a force that wasn't recording crime properly and didn't understand our demand.
What
and we
were
understand
you
that now.
doing?
We've managed to put the wheels back onto this, and we've built some really...
You've took your hand off your cock, you cunt.
Solid foundations. And we're now starting to reap the benefit of that. What the public of Cleveland need to understand is we are not the violent place that's perpetrated in some of what you see in the press. Yes, the statistics are high. We are a tough place to live and work. We're a tough place to police, and there's no getting away from that, and there's a lot of work still to be done. But for the vast majority of people, they don't see crime. A lot of the crime that's reported affects a very small amount of people. So it's not...
Here he is. Here he is. Cockhead. Here he is. It's not that bad. He's doing that. Bruv, he's hitting us with that. He's hitting us with that. It's not that bad. It only appears to be that bad. Vast majority of people don't even see crime. Who is this guy?
Always about the crime you see. It's about what the police force are doing to keep us safe in other avenues as well.
Steve's naturally keen to defend his record
Sounds like a
and
shit
his
talker.
hometown, but his words don't echo what we saw and
Sounds
heard
like a
from the
shit
local
talker.
community.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not everywhere, and it's worse in some places rather than others.
Obviously.
But one way or another, criminality is visible here. Residents talk about it in a matter-of-fact way.
If I was out and about on my own, I would feel unsafe, to be honest, because
That's
there's a lot of
bad.
crime in the area.
And the
That's
scars
bad.
it leaves behind are even on public display.
See, such a sweet lady.
There is a lot.
Look, such a sweet lady. But she's subject to this darkness. All what she needs is the best things in life, this woman. She's lived a life. All she needs is the best and good things in life. Only the light. The things that are pure light. No darkness, no negativity. She needs none of that. She needs only good things for her life. Yet she's dealing with that. Yet she's every day, I can't go out really. So, you know, I might get worried. There's a lot of crime around there. Fucking hell. You got to deal with that. You got to deal with that after you've lived a life. You've lived your life and that. Probably got kids. Probably they've got kids. She's probably a grandma. You know, I don't know. We don't know her, but, you know. She needs only the good. Yet she's here worried. And I could get stabbed. And oh no, I better go home. It's dark. They rob you out here, crackheads and all that. Fucking hell! What are we doing? What are we doing to each other, man? What are we doing to each
The scars
other?
it leaves behind are even on
What the
public
fuck are we doing to
display.
each other, man? It's
Though it's
tragic.
true, crime is on the way down, both locally and across the country. Levels in Cleveland are proving stubborn, and it's an uphill battle for those that live here.
What could the police do? How do you fix this?
I don't
Same
know.
shit happening over there in the States. Yeah, it's happening all over the world, my bro. And it's like, it's that cloud. It's that thing, that weight, that shit that we have. Everyone's feeling it.
I know no answer, because you tell me what I do more than this. Only one thing left. I do bunker, like a bomb proof, nobody coming in.
I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
I've seen it, I was brought up in it, I understand better.
And that
than
brother
anyone.
there, the Indian geezer with the phone shop, he's stubborn. He's like, nah, I'm not going to leave. I'll even make it a bunker. The level of... he's dedicated to that business.
The struggles people face here in Cleveland, and that's why I'm so passionate about doing something about it.
The way they go about things is just a case, shut the money at them, that'll do. That's not the case. It's not about the money. They've got to put proper help in there. They've got to give proper support.
Those who want to carry a knife, you can't stop them. They're going to carry a knife. The only way I think that anything can be done is to actually jail them. They're not getting jail time.
Yeah, they've got to get jail. They've got to get punishment. It's ridiculous if that's not the case. They should just stab people and just walk free. Eh? What sort of shitness is this? We wholeheartedly accept that having the highest height crime per 1,000 population in the country will be concerning for the residents. Fuck, I'm gonna have to. How do I remove this shit? How do I remove that shit? How do I remove that shit? I can't remove it, innit? We won't know what that corner says. The forces crime rates, last 6 months we accept. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Proper businessman, mate. He's solid, mate. He's solid. He's there. He's solid. He is the sentinel. He's standing, ever present. Rain, hail, sleet, or shine, or snow, he'll be there, ready to sell you a phone. He's an absolute legend.